So we cleaned this deck about a week and a half ago. We hadn't been able to get back because of rain and stuff, but we let this dry at least 48 hours before coming back and finally being able to stain. So of course over time it's pollen season. We got some pollen and whatnot falling on it. So right now what we're doing is there's these cracks that get acorns. Let's see if you can see. You see like that? And so we're going along, and man, some decks are a pain in the butt to do this. You just need to get you a paint scraper, flathead screwdriver, whatever, and go through the cracks. It takes time, but price it in, of course. It's tedious work, but you want a good product for your client. You want it to look good. So right now, before starting to stain, we are going through, making sure the cracks are all good. This deck was pretty bad. I need to put some before pictures if I can remember at the end. But we cleaned this with Cleansol BC followed by oxalic acid. Took a couple passes, but got it looking pretty good. And so yeah, we're gonna get back to it, get these cracks, start the staining. We'll check back in a bit. So as I said, you guys, when you're cleaning, you can try to get the cracks best you can, but man, you're gonna have to, on a lot of cases, you're gonna have to go through and try and get what you can, like this. And I mean, we've been doing this for about 45 minutes now, but once the stain's going, it's gonna be easy. But man, this stuff sucks. It sucks on your knees. Just trying. At the end of the day, you just want a good product for your client, so do what you can. But yeah, never skip out on stuff like this, man. I know it's tedious, but it's worth it. So what I like to do, especially with solid stain, if you can't take these things off, I like just before doing all around it, just going around the very corners of them and just getting the edges, wipe off if need be. And you know, there are a couple things like those metal brackets on those flower beds, things like that. We'll just go along and, you know, it's knocking out the tedious stuff first. And then with the sprayer and pad, we can just spray and backroll. He is over there getting, that's Kevin, by the way, that's my paw. He is over there getting the paint sprayer ready. And I just have a little pan here to do little things like that. Yeah. Get you an electric sprayer, you guys. The first ones we did, the first dozen or so staining jobs we did not have one. It is worth getting it. You know, do the first staining job and then use that money and buy one if you're going to be doing it a lot. Saves so much time. We had jobs that took us 2 days that we could have had done in 5 or 6 hours, you know, so just invest in one. So this stain is straight. It's the Ebony from Olympic solid color. It is straight black. As you can see, decks like this with spindles and whatnot, we prefer to hit the posts first. You know, do the tedious stuff first and then come by at the end to do the floorboards, and floorboards are a breeze. But that's just how we do things. So, just about wrapped up with the outside of the spindles and everything. Got to do the floorboards next. But yeah, unfortunately we got 3 gallons of stain for this. It is just under enough. Just under enough. We probably need about half a gallon more. Hate when this happens, so I am gonna go pick up just another gallon of stain just to be safe. And yeah, we'll go from there and I'll show y'all the finished results. So we got a lot of this done, all this. We're starting to, there's reflections and that, but looking good. What we're gonna do, let me show you how we typically do things here. I'll do it with one hand. So we like to do one of these. Do 3 or 4 boards, give or take. And then we like to back roll like that. Of course, it helps when you have, you know, a pole, an extension pole, something like that. But just back roll for optimal results. You know, you want it to look good, you know. But yeah, so floorboards, easiest part. We back roll. I'll show you when you're done, when we're done with this. A lot of it's still wet with some, getting some reflection and whatnot, but yeah, you can see that's dry. Looks damn good. Gonna hit a couple more of those because the wood soaks up this stain. It is thirsty. But yeah, that's essentially what we do. Spray it on, back roll it, voila. So you guys, we are officially done. Took us a little longer than anticipated. As I said, had to go get a little more stain, and of course, ended up just using like a quarter of it, maybe a little more. But this is the finished product. Just doing some touch-ups here. This is Ebony by Olympic. And man, it turned out great. I was kind of skeptical at first. It was such a dark color. But you know, with those shutters and the front door, man, it looks good. Of course, we gotta do the cleanup. Always flush your sprayer out and everything. But yeah, man, this is the result. Looks damn good. Being completely transparent, I may have underbid this slightly, but it's no big deal. It looks good. We're both having a good payday. A really sweet lady. We enjoy doing this stuff, and yeah, happy with the result.